So we are talking NWA WCW from October 11th, 1986. And let's just jump into the show right away where I'm going to hit the play button from the start because it's on and popping. Tony's got something to say, and then Dick Murdoch runs in. Here it is.
And just a few minutes ago, we heard from the world champion, Nature Boy Ric Flair, talking about the risky business.
Push pause. Push pause.
The risky business.
You, Tony,
this is Captain Redneck.
Who this is?
Push pause.
Why?
How can this be the start of the show and Tony Schiavone say, just a few minutes ago, we heard from the Nature Boy Ric Flair?
Well, obviously, we're missing something.
That shit pissed me off to no end. I'm still hot about it.
I know,
This is why they're not in business anymore. That kind of shit.
Well, you don't
what
know.
Did we miss?
You don't know if the WWE network.
Yeah, the fucking network probably cut it out. Fucking
Somebody's got
assholes.
to. I need everything. We're doing a review show here. God damn it!
I don't know what to tell you, dude.
That shit made me so hot. I was like, "What did Rick say? Why did we miss it?" Motherfucker.
Goddamn, pal. All right, let's continue with Murdoch, who's out there right now with a big ass wig on, with his missing tooth and sunglasses and fucking big ass chain around his neck. It's
fucking Mardi Gras beads.
Right. Let's listen to Dickie. Here he is.
Captain Redneck Dick Murdoch. Let me tell you something, Ric Flair. You've been on me for a long time. Thank you. That's exactly what I think Ric Flair looks like. Terrible. You know, Rick, to be Ric Flair, all you got to do is put on a pair of sunglasses, put on a big blonde wig, and you got to move this out of the way, and you got to get your little strut like Big Rick, see? You got to be slick Rick. And then you go ahead, and you pull it out of his here, baby, and you comb it on down, and then you go ahead and put on a Rolex. Well, Rick, let me tell you something. I can wear a Rolex right along with the best of them. I got Rolexes. I've got a lot of money in the bank, Ric Flair. I can wear sunglasses with the best of them. But whether you're a plumber, whether you're a ditch digger in the greatest country in the world, the United States of America, or whether you're the finest man walking in the President Ronald Reagan, you don't have to embarrass people. You don't have to go out and put suits on. I wear tennis shoes because I want to wear them. I wear my Levi's because I want to wear them. I drive my pickup truck because I like driving. And I got my broke leg dog in the back end of it because I love the dog, Rick. And I go ahead and I chew him out the back of Ric Flair because I want to. You see, Ric Flair, I've never backed down from a man in my life. And I'm not going to start and run from you, or Ole Anderson, Iron Anderson, or Tully Blanchard, or the rest of your scumbags that you run around with. Now you come on out, Ric Flair, because if you want to meet me, Dusty Rhodes, Mega TA, Ronnie Garvin, and...
Okay, here he comes, the world champion Ric Flair.
That was a damn good babyface promo by fucking Dick Murdoch right there.
Sure fucking was.
Yeah, that was good. Harper, what did you have from that?
Dude, when he put that dip in his mouth, I was like, once again, something you can't do on WWE TV.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Freaking tobacco product.
I was trying to see what kind of chew it was. I couldn't tell.
It was a special, it was a special Badussi bliss.
Do you think it was Redman?
Nah, it was Levi Garrett.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I'm almost positive.
That sounds like an experience. The voice of experience.
I know it wasn't. I know it wasn't Beech Nut because that like packages. Isn't that like green
right,
or
this
red?
one was brown. Yeah, this one was brown. Levi Garrett's got the brown bag. So
yeah.
I'm
see, like
positive.
That promo was so fucking Southern babyface. I mean, just the pickup truck line, like all of it. Just everything there was. I'm a good old boy from the South.
Yeah.
I'm gonna whoop your ass. You like to wear the fancy shit. I drive old pickup. Got a dog with a broke leg.
It wasn't because he was like, I got Rolexes too, pal. I do this because I want to.
Yeah.
Like, it would be like BTT going, dude, we could dress in a suit, but we wear cargo shorts because we want to.
No shit. Yeah, buddy.
Tell him.
All right, Doc, anything else for that before we keep going?
Well, he did look absolutely, utterly ridiculous in the wig, which I know was the point. And I thought by far, without question, this was easily, hands down, Murdoch's best moment since coming back. And good stuff.
Yeah, he's cut a few on Worldwide, but that was that I've been watching back, but that was one of his best ones on Saturday night so far.
Well, we're not doing Worldwide here, asshole.
Well, we've actually got maybe a promo or two for Worldwide this week, so there you go, asshole.
Oh, okay.
Harper, anything else, man, while we're at it?
I was wondering why no one else tried this before, put the wig on and
somebody had to.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
But I can't remember off the top of my head if they did. Okay, we'll keep going. In the opening, they continue. Manny Fernandez, we find out, has taken the money from Paul Jones and
Yeah.
Willie!
Right. That's the first thing. That wait till y'all see next week with fucking Boogie on the street corner and Big Mama. Just fucking wait till y'all see it. If you don't remember it, it's utterly ridiculous. It's fucking it's a train wreck.
Jimmy's got to be down, though, man. He's had his two Willies turn on him. His last two.
I know.
That's what I thought. Everybody turns on him. Here's the thing, Harper.
At some point, he's got to go, man, it's not you, it's me.
Yeah.
It's like when you break up with a broad back in the day.
Right.
And you walk up to her, you're like, I think we should separate. And she's all crying, and you're like, it ain't you, it's me.
And I ain't never said that. I always said it was you. Trust me.
Well, that's true, too. Okay, so we rolled through, though, after we found out about Manny. And, Robert Gibson also was injured. We find that out. But anyway, let's keep going. We got a Cornette promo. It's actually just Corny introducing the Midnight Express. The problem is I don't have good notes here, so I don't know if he says anything important. It's only 30 seconds, so here it is.
Coming up, Starrcade 86.
Thanksgiving night. And we're here with Jim Cornette, the manager of the Midnight Express.
Fred, am I looking bright today or what? But I just want to say one thing to Robert Gibson laying up in that hospital bed wherever you are. How you doing? Get well soon, because we missed beating you up, and you got something that belongs to us. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce none other than the uncrowned tag team champions of the world, the highest flying team in wrestling, and the men that destroyed the Road Warriors. My boys, Loverboy Dennis and beautiful Bobby, the Midnight Express.
I know Doc loves that song so much.
No.
It sounds like 80s porn music, man.
It's just awful on every level. If you're gonna do this, let's do it right, guys. Come on, WWE. People were saying last week that we need to go up there and we should be on the network and we need to go up there and fix their music. With my musical abilities and Harper's karaoke voice that he rolled out on us last week, we could fix this.
Harper's voice was awesome last week.
I know.
Hey, I get it. You're not going to play the music, but you can do something better than what that is.
Yeah,
that sounds like a fucking video, like for when you watch those videos in school.
Or like 1980s Atari music or some shit. It's just terrible.
It gets worse as the episode goes on, too.
Yeah. So we'll keep going. The match breaks out. It's Midnight Express versus Paul Garner and Art Pritz. Teddy Long is the referee. Wildcat Sports and Entertainment general manager. Or at least I believe he still is. And then, but I got to play something from Cornette on commentary right here. He says something just completely off the wall. And I want you to notice how speechless Shivani and Crockett are after Corny stops talking. Here it is.
David, let me ask you a question. Did you see those two little grimy, dirty-faced rugrats, those little snotty-nosed brats over there thinking that beautiful Bobby was going to hand them his jacket? Did you see their little paws were reaching up just like a couple of chimpanzees reaching up? Oh, please, Bobby, please give me a jacket. We wouldn't allow anybody in this studio audience to put their grimy hands on any of our expensive ring wardrobe. They got to be crazy. This is class stuff here, David. This ain't like the stuff you and Tony. By the way, Tony, Kmart called your suits ready.
Okay.
they were speechless, dude.
Well, as a black man, how do you feel about that?
Bro, that's just corny being corny. I mean,
ass chimpanzees.
I was like, damn. But the part that got me was, so Shivani at this point knows good and fucking well that he knows Jim is always, saying crazy stuff, right? But even he's speechless right there. He's like, did that really just happen? Like, They took like 5, and yes, it's a white kid and a black kid that Bobby is fucking with right there, just so you all know. I do have it on the record, on the notes. So for Cordy to say that, I was like, holy shit, did he just say that? Yes, he did.
No, that's what that kid gets for being black.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, so
And there you
something
go,
else
playing heel, asshole.
What?
Being in Atlanta.
Playing
yeah,
heel.
oh Lord. 7 weeks from Starrcade, pal. I can't wait to see who Magnum faces.
That's nice.
What the fuck?
As of this episode, we are on the. We are right there. I mean, I hate to say it, but Magnum is about to have his accident.
I know.
I'm just saying. I'm
the other
just saying.
shoe to drop.
Yeah, well.
Not good.
Hopefully, Carrie's prosthetic won't be in it.
Jesus. Okay, Denim Fritz.
So how much of Starrcade was booked right now that had to be rebooked once he's?
I'm gonna repeat what I'm saying. It was going to be him versus Nikita for the U.S. belt. We know that had to be redone. We know that. That's a definite. I don't have the card in front of me though, so I'd have to look at it to go through the whole thing to know. But you know that for sure had to be redone. All right. Okay, so let's keep going. Well, Harper, did you have anything else to say about Corny's choice of words right there?
Wait, well, the thing about the match, is Bobby shook the guy's hand.
Yeah, like at the beginning.
I find that strange. Yeah,
that was really weird. He's a heel. Like, did he just forget or like have a brain fart right there, real quick?
I don't know.
We're good guys. Why are you always down on us?
That was weird. No, Harper's right. That was weird. Okay, so after that, we got Dusty Rhodes, and Dusty's gonna cut a promo. Here it is.
Chant you here is for the one and only, the world TV champion, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
They're beautiful people, you understand. They know when Big Dust, Stardust himself is big, bad, and ugly. You know, Bulldog Bob Brown, Central States heavyweight champion. Central States area took upon itself to jump in on Michael Sam Houston. I want to show you a piece of film here that shows Dusty Rhodes getting bad, getting mean, and getting ugly, because right here, Michael Sam Houston was taking it to Buddy Landell, destruction of Buddy Landell. Superstar Billy Dundee, Central States area, the hotbed of wrestling throughout that country. Kansas City, Kansas, Memorial Hall, St. Joe, Missouri, St. Louis, Missouri, all over that area. Sam Houston is there to make a name for himself and to become the heavyweight champion. And right in this thing right here, a heavy fought battle, you'll see Billy Dundee come in the ring and try to take Sam on. Right here, Sam take both men, put them down. When you watch the corner of your screen, you're going to see a little chubby, flat top, suit-wearing Central States heavyweight champion Bulldog Bob Brown come in this area right here. See the Bulldog there? That's the end of Buddy Landell. That's history. He is history. He's been history for a long time. Bob Brown right here, Tatum on himself, kicking this kid that I've known since the day he started. He's not a kid anymore. He's not a young lion anymore. He's ready to win major titles and be a major champion. I was standing there this night watching this go on, and I couldn't let it go on. And now you talk about getting nasty and mean and bad. You know, the power driver outlawed throughout this country. Well, Bulldog Bob Brown's career in jeopardy at this point. Left corner of your screen, the super camera work for the sellout crowd. You'll see two little feet that's high in the air there. There's Dusty Rhodes power drive, Bulldog Bob Brown down. Bulldog Bob Brown now is history. Now is history. And Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream. Lord knows I love all of you out there. I love them so much. I come out here and let them know about it. You know, today's a very special day for Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream, because in my anger, I have forgotten to mention that today is Big Dust's happy birthday time.
Well, happy
Mama
birthday.
called me right here at the studio and said everything's going good. So I feel good. The thing I feel bad about is Tully Blanchard. The thing I feel bad about is J.J. Dillon. Ole Anderson, Ric Flair, that's fine. The world's TV title is around my waist. Now, Tully Blanchard, you can go out and talk about it as much as you want, and J.J. Dillon can go, oh, they singing happy birthday to me. Oh man, this is too much. I love them so much. I love the black, I love the white, the green, the yellow, the purple, all the people in this country. I'm one of God's children, you understand? And it's too much. What more can I say? I love you so much. Lord knows I love you. Lord knows Everybody from
Just the
Boulder,
average
Colorado, to
church.
Albuquerque, New Mexico, just got a tremendous present for Jim Crockett Promotions. A brand new Testarossa. I'm a happy man. The Four Horsemen go find out that Dusty Rhodes is going to get mean, bad, and ugly the rest of 1986. Thank you so much. Lord knows.
The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Don't you dare go away.
You having church and shit up in there. Doc, what do you have?
Seemed like he was continuing to bury Buddy Landell, like he's still kind of hot. They're really pushing the Central States angle, which, okay, ends up not working out.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I laughed when he said, "Look at that fine camera work," when that was the darkest
God.
place on earth. So he was obviously joking there. When he put pile driver on Bulldog Bob Brown, Jesus. So this is actually, I did some looking, October 11th, which is our show date, correct, right?
Yes.
That's actually Big Dust's real birthday. He turns 41
Wow.
that day. Guess what, though? Here's a little
What?
extra nugget of fact.
Oh.
It's also Sam Houston's birthday,
Oh.
Oh.
and he's going to be turning 23.
Oh.
Damn. Almost a 20 years difference.
That'd be 18 years there, sir.
Yeah.
So, happy birthday indeed.
I agree, Doc.
And I always pop when somebody's like, I like the black, the white.
Well, he started having church in there. I mean, he starts in praising God and lifting up his hands, and church and wrestling, man, that shit goes together, bro. It always will. It always will.
Both places are trying to work you out your cash.
Bro, I'm
Yeah.
telling you, one of the better patron episodes was the church and wrestling episode. I'm just letting people know it's out there. tinyurl.com/BTT patron. Harper, what'd you have from this? Anything else?
Well, the Bulldog, Bob Brown, he didn't do anything in WCW or whatever, the NWA for Crockett. Right?
Did he, Doc? I don't even remember.
I don't think he did.
I always thought he was one of those middle of the country guys.
Right. And I was wondering why they really, they're kind of, really promoted him.
Well, because
in
they
his
had that.
promo.
Yeah, they had that. They were trying to do. They did a little bit more on the Worldwide show, but they were trying to pump up the whole Central States thing, and them going there and everything, and that's why they showed this on the Saturday night show. But I don't know, it's like Doc said, it kind of fell flat. The video quality, it actually was all right at the very beginning. Like they were zoomed in on it, and then when they zoomed out to show like whatever Bulldog Bob Brown was coming in, and when I say it was all right, I mean it was passable. Once they zoomed out, it was like, why the hell are they showing this? This shit's terrible. So, all right, Doc, anything else before we move on?
Happy birthday, Big Dust.
All right, this is a bit of a long one that we're about to play. I might have to break it up into a few if my notes are correct. So, but this is Tully and JJ here coming up next, and just listen to what they got to say.
And we're back at World Championship Wrestling. At the top of the program, we saw a portion of Dick Murdoch coming out, Ric Flair coming out, but just a small portion of what was to come with all four horsemen coming out.
I think you also got an insight as to where the Four Horsemen are in terms of their thinking by comparison to the so-called legendary American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. I'd have been embarrassed to admit that I went all the way to Kansas City, Missouri, or Kansas City, Kansas, to watch the young punk like Sam Houston beat up on Buddy Landell. I got more important things to do. And the fact that Bulldog Bob Brown, who was a great Central States champion in his own time, had something that had to be said. The fact that the American Dream, in true fashion, jumped him from behind like he's done in every other situation that he's ever been involved in, and the fact that it was captured on camera and he allowed it to be shown. And you know something? I read the Kansas City paper the next day, and it was
Didn't you go all the way to Kansas City just to hurt his leg?
We went on a shopping trip. You're talking about two different things. But in the Kansas City newspaper the next day, it was big headlines, wasn't it? I think it was under the used car ads. I found it, a big headline where they were selling used Edsels and used Dodge Johnsons. They squeezed it right in the middle like they didn't have enough Edsels to fill the space. Hey, Dusty Rhodes drops Bob Brown on his head. Big deal. If you want to see how something should be done when somebody sticks their nose in where it doesn't belong, you take a look at this. I'm talking about Captain Redneck Dick Murdoch. You saw the beginning of it. Let's see the whole thing.
Murdoch, you've been out here for the last 2 or 3 minutes telling everybody what you want to do, what you don't want to do. And I'm telling you right now, on the most serious note of your life, that you're looking face to face with the world champion. And what I'm going to do right now is stretch your country butt, because you need to get knocked out of Reeboks and brought right in to the real society.
Yo, that ain't me.
What happened?
The network.
Great excuses.
I know, huh?
It hadn't done that in a while.
That the four horsemen live by. Got it? You want the ring?
Well, there he goes.
He threw that tobacco out of his mouth just now.
Okay, Ric Flair with Dick Murdoch going right to the ring, but just a few seconds, all the horsemen will come in.
Well, you know, Tony Schiavone, what you see here is Dick Murdoch got a lucky punch in on the world champion Ric Flair. And what you're going to see in just a moment is what happens when you mess and try to intimidate and try to mock and try to do anything that's out of the ordinary to any one of the four horsemen. Now you can see what it means to be messing with the four horsemen. Now, Dusty Rhodes, that's what you do when you want to kick somebody's tail. You don't sneak up from behind on him like you did Bob Brown and drop him on his head. You give him a country licking right there, just like Dick Murdoch deserves, just like you felt before, Dusty Rhodes. And since it is your birthday, and there you go, see, sneaking up from behind again, Dusty Rhodes, and all the rest of your guys sneaking up from behind like usual, sneaking up on the four horsemen. And that's all you can do, is you guys got to sneak up from behind, just like Ronnie Garvin's done in the past, you've done in the past, everybody else, sneaking up behind Flair, myself, Ole Leonard, and cheap shotting. Because that's all you are, a bunch of cheap shots. Just like in football, when the whistle blows, you're the guy that comes sailing across the pile and knocks somebody out. Now, Dusty Rhodes, since it's your birthday today, the day that your mama set foot to put you on this earth, that's fine. I want to wish you a happy birthday, because tonight in the Greensboro Coliseum, Dusty Rhodes, you got to walk down that aisle and you got to look at me. And it might be tomorrow in St. Louis or anywhere else next week or the week after the week after. You got that World's Television Championship that belongs to the four horsemen. Whether it be Arn, Ole, or myself, it belongs to us. It is our property, and it will come back. Mark my words.
Tully Blanchard, James J. Dillon, and we're coming right back. Don't go.
All right, Doc, what'd you have?
Man, Rick came out there with some tough talk about stretching his country, but I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, that was some good shit.
I really wish they'd have explored or at least that I get some more of this Murdoch Flair thing, because I have a feeling that would have been real entertaining shit. Tully just out and out lying about what they're doing to Murdoch in the ring is just fucking priceless.
They need to be given credit for like sticking. That's like perfect heel shit. Like
that's perfect heel shit.
They just deny shit. I mean, Schiavone made me laugh when he asked JJ about.
Hey, wait, what did y'all go to Kansas City for?
Right. To injure Dusty, and JJ's like, we were there to Kansas City on a shopping trip. What? I mean, just
to the well-known fashion mecca of Kansas City.
They got a great mall there.
Well, the deal is that Michael's in Kansas City to buy suits there, but still, it's like
the JC Penney is fire there, you know.
Yeah. And then like Harper, like the horsemen, then they're beating him down, and like Doc said, he's just like completely we're not doing nothing, and it's on the video. You can see it. It's clear as day. It's perfect.
You know what I would have loved?
What's that?
If he would have spit that tobacco on his suit, on that $1 million, $1,000 suit, and that's when it started. Because that's what I was waiting. Where you gonna put tobacco in your mouth if you're not gonna spit it on somebody? That's what I kept waiting to happen, but it didn't happen.
Maybe he just wanted to chew some tobacco.
Because as soon as you put it in there, your saliva glands fucking start up, and you gotta spit. Your mouth just fills up with it, and I kept waiting to see him to spit that right on his fucking suit, but it didn't happen.
Tobacco going in your mouth is kind of like a birthday cake being rolled out at a wrestling deal. It's just got to be used.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Man,
Bruh.
I just pulled up Michaels of Kansas City's webpage.
And
they were there
since 1905.
Yeah, it's still there. We talked about that like a couple months ago.
I don't remember that. That was a long time.
Of course you don't.
Well, you got to bring up old shit.
I know, right? All right. So, there's Harper. Anything else from that segment?
I mean, like you said, Tully did great fucking heel work. He says like, "Oh well, I'll look at him jumping him from behind when they did the same thing 30 seconds earlier."
Dude, the irony, like that's exactly it, Harper. They will say, he will say exactly what's not happening, and then he'll accuse the faces of exactly what they just did and say he didn't, said they didn't do it.
And then they say, what part of this are we lying about?
Yeah. And like, if you remember being a fan back then, you're watching it going, asshole, you're lying. We can see it.
As I go back and I start to, put the pieces of my life together, I'm starting to think I might have used this horseman technique on some broads in the mid-90s. I saw you talking to that girl. No, I really wasn't talking to her. I mean, I was talking to that other
It's true. All right, so the next promo up is Ivan Koloff. He's out there by himself. Let's listen to what he's got to say.
This man won half of the United States Tag Team Champions. He and Pressure Khrushchev, the Russian Bear, Ivan Koloff.
Yes, and it won't be long, a matter of a few days, when nephew Nikita and Crusher Khrushchev are back from a very successful tour of Asia. Now, it's just been a few weeks ago when I came out here and told everybody what the mission of the Koloff family was. And that was to conquer, to control wrestling in America. And we knew the way to do that was we had to capture the most prestigious titles in all America. United States Tag Team title, the Crusher and myself are now holding, and nephew Nikita with United States Heavyweight title. And ever since then, I've had people coming up to me all over saying, yeah, but who did you defeat for these titles? Well, first of all, nephew Nikita had to take title away from this Magnum TA, and then successfully defended against people like Wahoo McDaniel, great athletes for Americans. And as far as Crusher and myself go, just to name a couple of the teams that we had to get by, the Jayhawkers, America's team. But the people say, but you did not pin America's team, and you cheated in the match against Jayhawkers. But it doesn't matter how we win. We don't care. It's the ending result. Our hand was raised and the belts were justly given to us. Now, I know that hurts a lot the pride of these American teams over here and individuals. And I know they're going to be coming after us in force. Great teams like America's team, like these Road Warriors, Rock and Roll Express, Jayhawker, just to mention a few. But you come ahead. We welcome the opportunity to show why we call ourselves the superior athletes, why we are holding on to the most prestigious titles in all America. And that leaves the door open now for the world titles. And we are going to take it. That is our next mission.
The Russian Bear, Ivan Koloff, one half of the United States.
I love Ivan. Go ahead, Harper. What do you think?
He's the best one there as a heel.
Yep.
Besides maybe Rick, but I mean Rick is Rick. But yeah, he could probably talk for an hour doing a promo.
He's definitely, yeah, he can. He's just good, man. Like,
yeah,
I love that he came out by himself and he's talking for all of them. And
yes.
So just for the record, the Russians hold the U.S. tag titles and the U.S. title. Just to get that out there. Harper, anything else?
That's how it's done. It's just he's such a pro, man.
He's damn good.
He was so damn good at his fucking job.
Yep.
And I noticed he had a Russian sickle tattoo on his shoulder.
Yes.
Fuck. All right.
Brother was living.
We're all gonna have to get one in a couple of years.
Oh, there's the political jab. Oh man. Oh, but whatever, dude. Come on, Doc. Jesus Christ.
Hey, is that where we
Stay
find
away
out
from
that
the
they've won?
politics.
Is this where we find out that they've won the belts?
Yeah, I was glad you said that. Pretty much. I mean, you got to remember, we're still in a time period where you didn't see shit on TV. I mean, you did, but you may have saw the end of it, but that's it. You didn't see nothing else. So yeah.
Well, with the beginning of the show not being the beginning of the show, we may still be in a period where we don't see shit.
Well, hey, and we didn't talk about this, but so I mentioned just now the U.S. title. Nikita has it. So remember, he beat Wahoo so that the belts, merged. So now all you have is U.S.
Oh,
title.
yeah,
So,
that's right. Yeah, I forgot about that.
yeah, just so you know, that's
Yeah.
why.
When did
Nikita-
that happen?
That actually happened like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Oh, well, shit.
Well, he's gone, huh? Yahoo?
No.
Well,
He's not
and
going.
he said Wahoo's American. Is that really an American? He's an Indian, dude.
Yeah.
He's Native American, you dipshit.
Whatever.
What? That's
Can you
not
be
a real
politically
American.
correct? Oh, I forgot. We don't do that around here, right?
A real American, like
Like
me,
Hulk Hogan.
like me.
Man, I'm telling y'all, man, y'all got to go back. I'm cataloging it right now. You got to go back and watch every fucking Zeb Coulter promo.
I thought that was the promo of the week, dude.
It is, but my point is, it's just so fun to rewatch it. All of them go through in the stages, how they're heels and then become baby faces. It's just so great. Listen, man, I love Dutch, and I've found myself on a rabbit hole of watching that lately, going through and watching all his promos. But anyway, okay, let's keep going. So the next matchup is Brad Armstrong versus Randy Barber. Armstrong wins very quickly. During the match, Shivani tells us that Rick Rude is coming up in action later on. Harper, did you have anything from that match?
I was like, fuck. We got some Armstrong action going on.
Yeah. Yep.
That was Dixie Dynamite, right?
No, that's Scott.
Okay, all right. I got them mixed up. Fuck.
Yeah, Scott is Dixie. Brad. Does Brad? Yeah, never mind. I don't want to say anything about the smoke.
Yeah, keep your mouth shut.
Hey,
No. I don't want to let any spoilers out. That's so I'm just
All
gonna. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to say it. But anyway, no. Dixie is Scott. So all right, Harper.
Hold on.
Doc, anything else?
That's Brad's debut I don't think it's his debut on Saturday night, but I think it's his debut since we started doing Saturday night.
Yeah.
He's 25 years old there. More young talent being infused into the promotion.
Yep. He's coming off actually a small run with the Mid-South North American Heavyweight title too.
And he gets around that ring, pal.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he does. Brad was much better than anybody.
He was
give him credit.
Bigger than I remember.
Right here, he is. He's
pretty big.
He Mid-South 85, and then here he's a lot bigger than I think a lot of people remember during the mid-90s.
Okay.
Big Swole, when he was on the show, and I talked to him a few years ago. Remember the whole No Limit Soldiers thing?
Hootie hoo! Make him say
Make him say
nah, nah, nah.
I'm the colonel of the motherfucking tank.
God, I love that song. I'm the colonel of the motherfucking tank. Anyway, God, Master P couldn't rap for fucks. Oh, God, he was a horrible rapper.
You talk about Ivan being good at his job, but nobody may have made more money in this world being bad at their job than Master P.
You know what's bad? As bad as Master P was, his brother, Silk the Shocker, was the drizzling shits. That dude may be the worst rapper I've ever heard in my life. I don't know, dude. No, the other one.
That's Mystical, isn't it?
He may be. Mystical is too, but you're thinking of C Murder.
Oh, okay.
I think he's in jail.
Right now, the white portion of our audience is like,
what the fuck?
Can y'all get back to talking about Aerosmith and Kiss and
War Machine?
Yeah. Okay, so let's keep going. But Brad, yes, very talented. Swole was raving about it when I was talking to him on the show a few years ago. But next promo, I am not playing this. Ronnie Garvin is bad here.
Yeah, bro.
And he's bad for a long time. He just keeps going on and on about 1986 is the
Yeah, why do they keep bringing up the fucking year?
He got lost a number of times in that promo, and it just was like, ugh. I don't know why he kept saying the year. I mean, you got me there, Harper.
I mean, I can see like if it's like,
well, they knew someday there'd be a WWE Network, and this shouldn't be in the vault.
Or maybe like at the beginning of a year you're yelling about 1986 is going to be the year. But, bro, we're in fucking mid-October at this point.
For real.
It's the fourth quarter at this point of the year. And why are we talking 1986 over and over? So I agree, Harper. Well, guess what? The next matchup is Tim Horner versus Big Bill Tab. I'll be damned if Horner doesn't win again with the natural bridge. Harper, thoughts?
Where's the little fucking lightning bolts at?
I thought you were about to say, where's his little lightning buddies? Doc, I don't know, Harper. I guess they weren't out there.
He looks
Doc.
good.
Yeah, he does. He's a good wrestler. I'm just.
And he's got a nice physique.
Yeah, man. I'll say it again. Tim's a good wrestler. How many times I got to repeat that?
I thought this was the week.
Lying.
I thought this is the week Bill Tab was going to say, "Nah, bro, enough."
Fuck this white boy.
And just whip ass.
Yeah, I'll wait for Big Bill Tab to do that. By the way,
turn around to the camera and just do a Black Panther salute. I've taken over TV.
Right. I am in the process. I should be talking to Tommy Noe in the coming week. And for those who don't know who that is, he was a Smoky Mountain Wrestling ring announcer for a time, and he was the person who interviewed primetime Brian Lee and Tammy Fitch, a.k.a. Sonny, at the infamous pool scene on Smoky Mountain Wrestling that is coming up on this week's episode of that show. But I'm going to be talking to Tommy, and I think Tommy is actually friends with Tim Horner. And I'm going to ask Tommy about Tim and go, hey, man, does Tim listen to the Smoky Mountain Show? And if he does, how bad does he want to whoop my ass? I will ask that question. I just want to put that on record.
Okay, so do you think Tim could take you in a legit shoot fight?
Tim's an old man, dude. I don't know.
Listen to that. Listen to that. Look at Menace trying to talk him in the building before the feud's even started.
Harper, you looked him up on Facebook. He's an old man now, isn't he?
Okay, so let me ask you
this.
He
can still go.
Yeah, let me ask you this.
Okay.
You want to try Bob Armstrong on?
No.
That's different. Bob Armstrong just got that old man strength, bro. Bob Armstrong.
You want to try Ron Garvin on today?
Probably not. Well, because I'd be too afraid to get the chin nuts at the end of it.
No, you'd be getting them down. You'd be chin nuts on your tonsils.
Right. Like, it's one thing for a man to knock you out.
But you got to realize
for that motherfucker to teabag you after he knocks you out. I mean, that's just real disrespectful.
Well, you got to realize at that point, Harper and I are going to do the turn on you and be in Garvin's corner because we don't want to get beat up after you get beat up.
No.
Yeah.
We're going to be fighting over who gets to hold his towel.
Yeah. So,
you heard it. You heard it first here. Venice is ready to go shoot fight style. With the lightning bolt Horner.
That's how you start rumors. I didn't say that. You asked me if thought I could take him. I was just answering your question.
Fax machine match.
That loser buys the fax.
Loser has to use a fax machine and no fucking emails for a week.
That's actually torture, dude.
Fuck that.
You might as well just cut all communications off, man. Nobody's got a fax machine nowadays anymore. Okay. So we keep going, and the next match is Ravishing Rick Rude versus Lee Peak. Doc, what did you think about Rick Rude's dubbed over music? And then I want Harper's thoughts on it, too.
Okay, so I started getting texts from the Menace because he got excited because we got somebody who actually had, I don't know, urban music as their entrance music. So Mike was trying to, did you know that Rick Rude's entrance music was Smooth Operator by Sade? No, I didn't know that. I know who's Sade. I don't know. But the music they played again was crappy. It was awful. But I was more concerned with Rick Rude's abs. Jesus Christ.
I know, huh?
Them sons of bitches. He's so vascular.
Okay, Vince.
Yeah, man, them shits could cut glass.
Harper, thoughts on the match? Rick Rude here.
The Rude Awakening was a DDT.
Yep.
I kept waiting for the the fucking neck breaker. And he does the fucking DDT. I was like, fuck, that's a finishing move back then.
He sure was.
And it's nope.
The trip part about this is, I remember his first match in Mid-South, not even, 4 years before that. And he looks totally, in 4 years, which I know is a long time, or can be perceived as a long time, he transforms his body like it's God. You could wash your clothes on his fucking abs like nothing. That dude's ripped right here.
He's also 27 years old.
So, that's pretty much.
So he'd been to Mid-South. He'd been to what? Maybe been to Florida. I know he'd been to World Class and done held some belts here.
Yeah.
He'd been around the horn enough, and he's 27. Shit, he's the same age as Arn. Fuck.
Yeah.
That doesn't even sound right, what you just said.
I know. I'm going to check that. Y'all talk for a minute.
Yeah, go ahead. Just double check that. But he's ripped. He, like you said, Harper, he wins with the DDT. Harper, anything else? What'd you think of the fucking dubbed over music that they played for him?
How'd he go? He's Rick Rude.
Yeah, Harper's giving us some karaoke again, y'all. No need to call. He's a smooth operator. I can't sing either.
Do it. Smooth operator.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, Rick Rude. Hold on. Rick Rude was born on December 7th, 1958.
Damn. Okay.
Shit.
And so let's then see where Arn is.
So he'd be
27. He's about to be 28.
Right. So you're checking on Arn now.
He'd be almost 60 now.
Right.
That he died 18 years ago, which doesn't sound right either.
That's hard to believe.
Arn just turned 28 3 weeks ago in the promotion. So he is. So Arn Anderson is 4 months older than Rick Rude.
And Arn looks like he's 10 years older, at least.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Shit. That's unreal. Okay.
Well, and get this. Arn's only, 2.5, 3 years older than Horner.
Damn.
Damn, Horner, he fucking looks like a kid.
I think. Well, I know it's Armstrong. Let me see about Horner.
While he's looking that up, I've heard Arn Anderson on other interviews.
No. Arn is a year older than Tim Horner.
Okay.
But still, Horner looks young and Arn looks middle-aged.
Yeah.
Well, I know we make fun of Horner's promos, but Horner had been around the horn at this point too. He did a lot. I mean, it was mostly enhancement talent in Mid-South, but dude, I'll say it again. It's his fucking promos. It's his wrestling. He's really good. It's the damn promos. But Horner had been around the horn at this point too. Horner around the horn. Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, let's keep going. Hey, I want to remind everybody, if you're listening to this on YouTube, you can also listen to this on the go. Apple Podcast, Stitcher, Podcast Addict, TuneIn Radio, all that good shit. So just so you know, you don't have to wait for YouTube. You can get the full show, because I only post the NWA portion of the show on YouTube. But the full show, get it on the go, wherever you get your podcasts. Apple Podcast, Stitcher, Podcast Addict, TuneIn Radio. Just search Booking the Territory. Okay, let's keep going. After Rick Rude's match with Lee Peak, Rick Rude and Paul Jones are out there, and they're going to cut a promo. And so this is the first time we're hearing from Rick Rude on NWA WCW Saturday night. Here it is.
And we're back with you on World Championship Wrestling. There's no doubt a very impressive win for ravishing Rick Rude, along with his manager, Paul Jones.
Look at this. I'm all teeth. And you know something? You people have already met my two new warriors. And you know, Jimmy Valiant, you might as well say goodbye to the wrestling world, because it's long. Let me say one thing right here. I don't care if Manny Fernandez loves me. I don't care if Ravishing Rick Rude loves me. Only thing I ask that they never lose the love.
It's not me.
What are they gonna love? Pussy,
Money.
Pussy,
Pussy.
black girl.
For money.
Yeah.
But the unique thing about these people is they love me. The Army loves me. Ravishing Rick loves me. Manny Fernandez drools all over me.
Jesus Christ.
And right here, let me move out of the way because the girls and the people want to see this body. Now look at the body. This is the body that money can buy. Brad.
You know, Tony, I want to tell all the home viewers, don't get up, don't adjust the vertical hold on your television. That's just my abs bulging out at you. And there's been a couple other things bulging lately, and I'm talking about my pocketbook. Mr. Jones here has paid me a lot of money to take care of business, and I didn't even bother to ask him what kind of business it was because it doesn't matter. If the business is Dusty Rhodes, it's taken care of. If it's Jimmy Valiant, it's taken care of. If it's Ronnie Garvin, it's taken care of. Magnum TA, it doesn't matter because this is the finest body, the finest wrestling machine in professional wrestling, and right here is the mastermind behind the Army.
You know, Ravishing, you would look great with that world television belt around your waist because it don't belong to Dusty Rhodes. And right now, I showed everybody a piece of film, but I want to show it to them again because I love this. Ravishing Rick loves it. And Manny Fernandez.
All right. I stopped it because they're showing when Manny turned on Boogie. But Harper, I'll throw it to you first. First time we've heard from Rick Rude. What were your thoughts on Rude's promo?
It seems when he's in WWE, he was more, I guess, more polished. It seems more like he needed a manager more than he did when he was in a WWE.
Doc, what'd you have?
Paul Jones has the Army on blast right now, pal.
Yeah, I know, man. He stepped up. He went from like a Chevrolet to a Cadillac real quick.
Well, he got first Shaska, and now he's got Rick.
Mm-hmm.
And Manny.
And now he's got Manny now. Fuck.
That's pretty. I mean, you know, we made fun of the Army, but I got to give him some props on one thing: the longevity, man. They're really, he's keeping it around. You know, like I'm watching Rick Rude here. He just comes across as a sleazeball that would fuck your girl in front of you, and
there's nothing you can do about it.
Right. But anyway, so after,
hey man, he pretty much said if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense, pal.
Yeah.
Now, like I said, they show the turn. They show Jones, Paul Jones buying Manny's services. Manny takes the briefcase of money and he hits Boogie with it, and we're gonna see next week. Fucking Boogie's really broke down over this shit that just went down. Willie. Doc, any thoughts on what they show when Manny turns on Boogie?
You know, at first, Boogie's looking to the crowd like, oh, he's my Willie. He ain't going to do it.
Right.
But here's the only part I didn't understand about that segment. Is if I took the man's money, and let's say I'm Paul Jones, and I paid him the money to get rid of Boogie, Manny hit him with the briefcase, then rolled out of the ring. I'm like, once he's down, let's whoop his ass.
Yeah, I guess you got a point there. Harper, what'd you have?
I just kept thinking, Jimmy Valiant, he can't hold on to fucking friends. Everyone fucks this guy over.
Shaska.
Fucking
Y'all
Shaska.
Remember when Shaska turned on him? He had just told Shaska,
"You're the best black wrestler."
Right, you're the best black wrestler in the world. And Shaska whoops his ass and spits on him. Don't you call me black, you honky.
maybe Jimmy should try to get some white friends.
Oh my God! Oh, that's classic.
Because you know white people won't turn on you. They'll treat you right.
Oh, okay. So what you're saying is his Mexican friend and his black friend turned on him, so he needs to get some white friends. Okay.
Right.
Maybe they were tired.
To get a fucking Asian guy, and then and he's going to turn on him in about 6 months.
Well, where's Tijo Khan when you need him?
Yeah.
All right. So, Doc, anything else, man, from all that?
Well, like I said, the Army is at full throttle, pal.
Yeah, buddy. We will.
And
keep
I gotta
going.
say, not only full throttle, but severely upgraded.
Mm-hmm.
Like Harper said.
Yeah, I mean, it's Rick Rude.
Well, and Manny's no slouch either, pal. He's
Well-
El Corazon de San Antonio.
No, you make a good point because a lot of people don't realize. Like, if you started watching in '86, you probably wouldn't realize how over Manny was.
These two sons of bitches about to go in the full.
Huh?
Kayfabe, brother. No spoiler, asshole. Shit.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you talking about? He's about to say something about Manny and Rick Rude as a tag team. I think.
Maybe.
Yeah. So we'll leave that alone. But anyway, okay, let's move on. We got Tully Blanchard versus Tony Zane in the next match. The match was J.J. Dillon, atomic dropping Zane, and then I'm saying J.J. Dillon, Tully, atomic dropping Zane, and then hitting Zane with the slingshot suplex. Doc, do you have anything from this?
Man, JJ was out there starting shit, dude. He was like
Yeah.
a drunk girl down at the club, just getting everybody in fights.
That's what you do
Tony-
when you're a good manager, right, Hopper?
Yeah, well, I kept thinking, why didn't he get disqualified?
You know, that's the thing about wrestling. Sometimes shit does not make sense.
You kidding me?
Yeah. Hopper, that fucking picture you just sent me.
What?
Believe it or not, Tony Romo finally made it to the second round of the playoffs.
Come on.
Because he's
Come on,
calling
man.
a game. That's classy, Hopper. Jesus
Was.
Christ.
This is from the same guy who earlier said he would gladly live through another Katrina if it meant another Super Bowl for him.
Oh, he's keeping it real, bro.
Yeah.
Hopper, anything else from the match?
Uh-uh.
All right. Well, next up is Tim Horner and Brad Armstrong. Yes, Tim Horner. Here it is.
And we're back with Brad Armstrong and White Light and Tim Horner.
You know, Tony Schiavone, it seems like everybody is looking for somebody. You know, the horsemen are out here. They always end up 2-on-1, 3-on-1. And as you seen earlier, it's 4-on-1. Well, Brad and myself, we're looking too. And it don't matter where or who. But Bad Brad and I are willing, ready, and able. Anywhere.
That's exactly right, you know, like Tim said. And like I've said before, it doesn't matter if it's single competition, we can handle ourselves. Like I said, we were the former co-holders of the national tag team titles, and we're right here in Crockett Sports to take care of business and to make a name for ourselves in the world of professional wrestling. You know, ever since I've started, the name Armstrong has been synonymous with champions, and I'm not going to change that at all. I'm going to make it even better. And like Tim was saying, the four horsemen, they seem to have overstepped their boundaries, and brother, they better be careful because they may have bitten off more than they can chew.
Brad Armstrong, Tim Horner. More action right after this timeout.
All right, Doc. What'd you think from our friend Tim Horner?
Tim Horner is not bad if he's going to stutter his way through a "aw shucks, we're just happy to be here" white meat babyface promo. The problem is when he starts trying to get into angles in Smoky Mountain.
Yeah. Hopper?
Fucking, he didn't sound that bad.
He stumbled a little bit there.
Yeah, he stumbled a little bit, but it's, I mean, compared to the shit that we've seen on fucking Smoky Mountain.
Nobody made him say Paul Orndorff here.
Yeah.
God, that time he couldn't get Orndorff's name out.
And fucking, Brad was good.
Dude, Brad looks just like Bullet Bob right there. Did y'all
Kinda.
notice that?
A little bit.
He looks just like him with the hair.
Well, and here's the other thing. You line all those Armstrong boys up, and he's the one that jumps off the page.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, what about Road Dogg?
No.
He don't jump off the page at you?
Not physically.
Yeah, physically.
Give him a mic, and it's no.
Right.
He's lapping them before they get out of the starting block.
Right. He got his dad. Road Dogg got his dad's jeans when he came to the mic.
Boy, did he ever.
Mm-hmm.
God. So, but, and I don't know. Maybe I'm in the minority. I don't think Scott and Steve were bad. I just don't think they were anywhere close to their brother.
I told you in a recent Smoky Mountain that I can't. Steve had a good look and had a decent rap. You called him Stone Cold Steve Austin, but none of us could figure out why he didn't get a little bit more of this business.
Yeah.
All right, so let's keep going. And there's a match between Manny and Kent Glover. Manny beats Glover. Garvin says Manny must be hypnotized to join Jones's army, though. There's a promo. There's a closing segment where Garvin approaches Manny to talk to him, and Rude and Jones jump Garvin. Did y'all have notes from that, or wanted me to play that? I'll throw it to you first, Doc, and ask you.
Wait, what?
Okay, so after the match,
I was reading Pez Wiley's Wikipedia page. I'm sorry.
Manny defeats Kent Glover.
Yeah, he did.
And then there's a closing segment where Garvin approaches Manny to talk to him, but is jumped by Rude.
I couldn't hear what they were doing, but he got his ass jumped, didn't he?
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Beat out of him. So that was a wrap on it. Harper, what'd you have? Anything from that?
No, he changed his finisher up, I guess, because he's heel now.
Who changed
the match?
Up? Oh,
Manny.
Yeah. I got you.
He's doing the rusty chimichanga now.
Yeah.
It's
the charging jalapeno.
The charge. Okay, that's real nice. All right, so let's grade this puppy. Doc, you first.
I'm miffed that we didn't get something. I didn't get to see something, and that makes me angry. But what I did get to see was pretty shit hot. Even with a Horner in-ring and promo, I'm going to give this a straight-up solid-assed A.
Oh, God.
Harper?
A B minus? A B?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to go B plus because, one, it was really easy to watch, pretty short, but there was a lot of good stuff in here. I thought it was good. I thought it was a good episode. I enjoyed it. All right, Rolex. Man, who am I going to give my Rolex to?
Me.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna give it to Ivan. That Ivan promo was good.
You know what I liked about it is he couldn't say prestigious, but that makes sense because that's not his language.
He's a Russian. He should be stumbling through it a little.
Yeah.
But, you know, it was like in his eighth year. No, it was the year that we lost the finals in the NBA in 06. So he'd been in the league for 7-8 years, and then the post-game conference, they asked Dirk some question. He goes, I don't know what that means. And they all were like, what the fuck are you just there? He goes, no, seriously, this English isn't my language. I don't know what you're talking about. It makes sense.
I agree. I mean, he should be stumbling. He's a Russian. If you're gonna go with that storyline, he's a Russian. All right, Doc, who'd you give yours to?
Dickie Murdoch, pal. He said, I got Rolexes. I just choose not to use them. He wore a wig. He had tobacco. I mean, you can see why everybody says what they say about Dickie Murdoch when you see that promo. And I do believe it is the first time we've given a Rolex watch to a card-carrying member of the KKK.
What?
That's what Jim Ross has said.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how true it is, but yeah, of course. Yeah, but you got to take that with a grain of salt, man, because Jim Ross also claimed, or there's been people who claim that Dick Murdoch and frickin' Dusty Rhodes had a mule or a jackass living with them in their apartment.
Listen, pal, I don't have to do shit. I respect the days of kayfabe, and so if you say it, I'm liable to fucking believe it, pal. When it comes to old wrestling, shit. As long as it doesn't work me out of money, I'll go along with just about any story you got.
If you say so. All right. So before we wrap up NWA and get to promo of the week, I do want to play.
Wait, Harper, you gave yours to Murdoch too?
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, Dick gets it. He gets it for fucking putting that wig on.